go for a second. Boris, can we move you, please? You don't need to sniff the carnations. Hey, let me pop you off of there. There we go. Right, hopefully you can hear me. Let's tilt that back a bit. You can see me a little bit more and less of the table. Okay. Happy New Year for 2024. First day of the first year. This is our first class of the year. And I'm hoping, I'm not promising, but I'm hoping to do a video, maybe not an hour class, but short classes every day this year. So 360 days of Qigong was my plan for my personal goal for me. So I thought I would invite you along on the journey, but that may not always happen. I may not be anywhere. I may be somewhere away where I don't have signal. So I'm not going to lie. This isn't something I'd planned on doing as something for other people. It was something I wanted to do for myself. But I realized that the journey for me with Qigong has been an amazing one, and one I really do want to share. It's a gift that I can continue to give, along with all of the training that I've been. Sorry, I knew that was going to happen. Let me just take this out. My daughter's, excuse me, should still be able to hear me as I've got the headphones in. She put a frozen glass of water in the freezer and froze it. Actually, it's a good demonstration of what not to do. And I didn't realise she'd done it. And it's cracking where the ice is expanding. And actually, that's a good metaphor in actual fact. Let's use that as a lesson. We are in winter and we are working with water. So just briefly, before we start, the winter season, don't worry if you can't see me, as long as you can hear me, because the backdrop of the windows, I want the light coming in from the New Year's Day. So winter is to do with water. And if you think of that frozen water in the glass that's pushing and actually cracking in the glass, it's frozen. It makes tension when it's frozen. So what we want to do is we want to bring that heat down from above, from the fire, from the heart, and bring it down to the lower regions where we've got the water elements, so that we melt the water. We keep the water moving. And it's a perfect analogy for winter. We want to keep the body moving, but not fast, because if you're cold, that's when you pull muscles if you move too quickly. So it's very slow, very flowing movements that we do for the winter season. We're keeping the body from getting stuck and frozen up. Instead, we want it to be moving, but we don't want it to be a torrent. So it's too much like the emotional body, and too much water pushing through. We want it to flow, ease. So we're going to start that actually now. So I'll quit with the talking. Let's get started, and I will interlace that which I want to share with you as we move through. So lifting the arms up, slowly bringing them down in what we call cleansing breath. I'm just going to see if I can turn that off. Nope, I'm afraid not. So hopefully you're not hearing too many of the noises in the background. So if I stand there, you might be able to see me more. Yeah. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Now your breath is linked with your longevity. Look, they're full of life on their wheel. Beside me, I have a huge cat wheel. So that's what that noise is, if you're wondering. Breathing in, breathing out. Your breath is linked to longevity. If you can breathe in nice and slowly in, and slowly out. Now keep that cleansing breath going, but I want you to breathe in, look to your right, your left, doesn't matter if you, and then exhale, look to the front. Same on the other side. In and out to the front. Again, this time looking up. Breathe in. Exhale, center. Inhale, look down. Exhale, center. Now take the hands together, lift them up over the head, and just stretch, elongate the body, and lean over. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale. And then exhale, arms come down. We're going to do that again, but we're going to do that the other side. So inhale up. Exhale, lean as far as you can go comfortably. And inhale up. Stretch maybe a little inch further if you can. And exhale over. Inhale up. This time exhale down with the hands. And turn that into a nice big rotation. Let's circulate those shoulders. They might be stiff. Especially if you've not been doing some regular Qigong, like myself over the Christmas. I really can feel the difference when I'm not doing the daily practices. So I've missed those with you. So rolling the shoulders round. Now you might think these are really simple movements, and they are, and this is the whole point. This is what I was saying, the more go the opposite way, so they bring the shoulders forward. It's the subtle law of incrementation. You want to moving the body. You want to be rotating and moving those hips and those joints. And now we're going to move one and the other. We want that movement to be happening, bringing that heat so that we can melt that water, keep that water flowing. This time, the hands up, push them forward, bring them back, push them up, over and down. And again, bring them up to fists, to the hips, so just above the hips. Breathing in, breathing out, push forward. In, up, out. One more time. In, out, in, up, and down. This time, step to the side and push with your hand. So this shoulder comes forward. As it comes forward, this arm comes back, comes round. Your feet stay where they are. The top half twists as we push forward and then pull back. This time you kind of shimmy to the side on the opposite side. So you kind of got a little hip hinge going on. Do the same on the other side. And back. And to finish, come down. That's one. And down. And again. Two. One more. And three. Okay. Now, we're going to circle the hands up, round. Just watch me for a minute. And then we're going to bring them up and forward and movements. It's quite a subtle movement. And each time, so from the side view, bring them out. Start with for the first one, and then we will continue from here. Up the back and rotate. Okay. You've got a little ripple through the body going on. Okay, so starting position, bring them down, slide up the back with the breath. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, like a wave motion. Feel the movement, the flow. And I want you to visualize while we're doing this, light coming in the top, like rippling through you. Like, give yourself an image of the water, you know, when the sunlight's just dappled light on the sea, on the ocean. That light is dappling, rippling through you where it needs to go. And again, it's time, leave the hands at the kidneys. And we're going to have one hand's going to come, so it's facing outwards, palm outwards, whilst the other one comes up, round, pushes to the side, and then goes above. Up, round, and above. Up, round, and above. And breathe nice and easy, which I mean is just in through the nose and out through the nose. So you can't go any more. And then just link your hands and gently breathe in. Lower the hands down to the lower back, palms around and facing. So you're cupping your lower back, and then gently start to twist from side to side. Nice and simple. This time, rubbing the back at the same time. Drop the hands now and gently start to knock. So as you twist, your hands are knocking on the lower part. Bent knees, feet planted firmly. Mine, I've got my, just to make me smile, Christmas slippers on. You see them little reindeers going on. So firmly planted. Just thought you can't see them off camera. And the arms, the shoulders, you can start to bring the head round as well. So you just follow the rotation. You're not forcing it. This is the key to this year. Don't force it. Yeah, you want to go with the energy. Move with the energy. We're in a year of an 8. It's this infinity symbol. So it's a loop. Infinity. Infinity goes like this. And it has a flow to it. So in our meditation today, we're going to work with our Qigong master keys, which my members, you would have done before. If you're not a member and you're watching this, just somehow, or if you're a new member, I will guide you through with the visuals. Don't worry, it's something that you will build up over time. So now just bringing the hands round so they're not moving as fast, and one's gently coming up, and just give it a little knock on the chest. And if you cough like me, and if you can hear in my voice, I've been purging all Christmas. So, and in fact, the last few months, as we prepare for this, I feel like I've been preparing for this year for the last 3 months. Just knocking on the chest, just here on the top half. It may sound hard, it's not hard, you shouldn't be hurting yourself, just makes a bit of a loud sound when you do so. If it's tender, then just pat. If you feel you've got tender chest, if you've had a chest infection, maybe it might be a little bit tender then, I suppose. So just gently then, and then leave that. Back to the rotations. Until you are still. I'm going to come into some bending motions. You can If you have any knee problems, any lower back problems, do some of these just incrementations, whatever is right for your body. So let's start with, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to take the hands out to the side, palms facing forward. We're going to bend down, breathe with it too. Then we're going to come down. We might bend the knees, we cross the hands together, we lift up, we bend over, palms are face up. When we get back to this position, they come down and round. So from the side, come down, bend, cross, up, hands out, and keep that with a flowing movement. And then try and slow that down. So if you've got any issues, you want to do it from here, leaning in through your legs, coming up, inhale, exhale, inhale, over, down, and up. And all the way down this time to finish. This time we're coming to our knees with a nice rotation of the knees, rotating 4 times one way, 4 times the other, warming up each of the joints. And the opposite direction. All right. Righty. This time, stay with your hands just over the tops of the knees. And bend down. If you can, touch the toes. Let yourself hang there. So if you have issues, you want to do this sitting and you just want to stretch out this lower part of the back, you can do. Otherwise, hang. If you need to bend the knees, you can. You're going to be bending down in a minute. Now, either stay where you are or come with me. So from here, you want to lower the backs of the bottom down. Oh, Boris, we'll play after. He's bought me his toy. And breathe. Push the bottom up first. Back to that bending over position. And then slowly, head coming up last. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming up, so shoulders now. Looking straight ahead. Relax the shoulders. Bring the hands round to the back. Take the feet apart. Take a breath. Bend. And this time, push the shoulder blades together and push the hips forward. Yeah. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, actually, I have got it down here. If you have issues with this, if your like immune system's struggling at the moment, if you've got a ball, you could probably take an orange or something. I wouldn't want to squish it, or an apple. There's something about this size. You can use a Qigong ball or exercise ball. You might be able to get them at the moment. They're everywhere I look. They seem to have like exercise equipment to kind of encourage people for the new year. in the shops at the minute in the sale. So, but you don't have to go and buy something specifically. There's a point here on your back, so you can put that ball here, and you can go up and down, leaning on a wall, and that will activate that immune system. Yes, I know you want to play. You'll have to wait. Not right now. In a minute, baby girl. Baby boy, whatever. So, sorry. It's because Daddy's not home and the kids haven't played yet. So you can roll up and down on both sides. You can do that. That's that acupressure point. So if you've got any problems, especially like my mum over last year hurt her humerus bone, a friend of mine was the same, so, or shoulder issues, and you can't lift your shoulders as well. This point here, rolling up and down, can help. So just in and under the shoulder blade, so around here. So when we do this, when we hold like this, it activates. But obviously, if you've got issues with your shoulder, that might be quite painful. So pushing together and just breathing and holding. So you're activating that acupressure point. Boris, what's up? Play. I might have to let them out. Otherwise, I think they're so persistent, aren't you? Yeah, I will. I'll sit and play with you after I have my lunch, my breakfast. He's like, I'm not having that. You're not serving me correctly, Mummy. Aren't you? Okay. So, and then release. Release, roll that tension out of the shoulders. And as I said, if you've got the ball, you can do the opposite side and work just by going like this. Literally, nice widgy pose. Place the ball in the back, on the wall, or the orange or the apple, obviously, whatever you're using. You want it to be about a tennis ball. Tennis ball's perfect, tennis ball size. If you've got a golf ball, that's fine. My son lent me, when I had issues, his cellulite ball. So if you want to do it with crystal, you can hold and place that between this little point here. So just where if you push the arm forward and you lean back like this, you activate. So that way my finger is. And if you put your finger there now, if you have a go, you can feel where it sort of slightly moves when you move and activate by just putting, whoa, putting your thumb, moving your hand forward. I'm going to let them out because they're obviously, come on. Go on, out you go. Don't be nasty. It's not nice. I know you do it for attention. Go on, out. It's got me trained really well, they have. Okay, so where were we? So activating that acupressure point with the ball. So if you just roll and place your ball, your tennis ball there, you can do that instead of holding and pushing. So moving on, let's start by coming back to center for a moment. I need that. Bring your hands over to the lower abdomen. Your dominant hand goes underneath. And just come into bamboo with our feet apart in Widji for the moment as we move into the meditation part. So if you'd like to just visualize where your hands are, a ball of light. And then a path and that light moving up to the heart, flowing up to the head, up above the head, and back down. Let your hands, bring them around in cleansing breath. Bring the hands up. Bring a little kidney energy up to that warmth, that water up like a geyser, coming up with the heat and around and out. Visualize that light flowing up. Now I want you to take your awareness to your feet. Keep your hands in that movement, just palms up and then around and down, bringing them back to the belly. But take your awareness to your feet and feel beneath the earth. Wherever you're standing or sitting, feel and go deep, about 2 meters in your Earth Star Chakra, which will be supported this month. Tune into that energy, feel grounded, feel the connection of your feet where you are standing. Feel the balance of the soles of your feet. The connection, your balance, your axis. We're in the axis point of the year, first day of the year of the Gregorian calendar. So feel the axis of your body as you move the hands in this circular motion. Breath flows in. Now think about the hands, the palms, and the movement they are making. It's like a figure of 8. So you bringing up, twisting. Palms are going up, they're going out, they're going round, and they're meeting again in the middle. Breath is flowing in, breath is flowing out. In through the nose, out through the nose. You've got that rotation of the shoulders, of the clavicle going on. Hence why I gave you the alternative with the ball. If you need it, use it. You can do this. So say you're not doing the arms, you can be still doing the breath as you bend the knees, as you move the ball up and down on the wall or the tennis ball, as you activate that immune spot. Keep the breath flowing, keep the mind visualizing those balls of light. Now, everywhere your hands go, everywhere we've said, so you've got one figure of 8 coming here in front. You can open your eyes if you want to look at me. There's one figure of 8 happening here. There's another figure of 8 happening, going down, round, up, over the head, and down, all center point in the heart. But also, it's not just one ball of light. There's a ball of light here above the head. There's a ball of light to the right, to the left, and below you, but also then out in front of you, another circle coming round, in, and circulating. You're just moving in the 3D. You're breathing the arms up, bringing the breath in, but feel this almost like a flower happening around you in light. Flowing through you, flowing around you. And then just drop the hands for a moment by the side and feel that flow just with your breath. Breathing in as slowly as you can. Exhaling out through the nose as slowly as you can. Feeling those pins of light flowering around you, moving. And now I want to give you an image. So you've got that flower going, you can see that ball moving like the nucleus of a cell, an atom. You being this individual atom. Flowing movement, moving light within water, the season that we're in. Feel the flow. And at the beginning I spoke of feeling when we were moving, the wave movement, the reflection of the light on water. Another image if you need imagery to help you focus. A sea, an ocean, and the light reflecting on all the fractalization surface tension of the water. Feel that. Now we're going to move from side to side as if we're gliding our hands over the top of that water, just moving from side to side to keep the movement, our oscillation of the 3 points of balance. So we've got above, below, and around. So you want the negative, the positive charges. You want that flow, that oscillation. So just moving with gentle ease and flow with the breath in, breath out. Connecting and just being present in the moment with movement. Now, if you feel like you want to move, you want to dance within this bubble, envision like a circle of that nucleus, and you want to, or focusing rather on one light point movement, because there's many happening around you, then please do so. Tune in right now to what your body is needing. Where do you need to move the body? Do you need it in the hips? Rotate the hips a little in a circular motion one way and the other way. Feel the oscillation going the opposite direction at the bottom. There's 2 different directions at any one point. If you want to just feel the movement around, the flow of the different and circulating. Just feel into, if you can feel the energy, if you can feel at all. Just feel the movement of your body, your mind, as what my words are invoking within your mind. And for those that need direction, bringing into teacup. So hands out to the side. Take a deep breath in, bring them into the belly, the center. You move forward, round, figure of 8, as if your palms facing up at all times and rippling through the body in figure of 8. Keep that breath flowing in. And in the opposite way, just one side, round and down, round and down. And back to center, and then the opposite side. Movement, feeling into. Back to center, and then the hands. Bring them to the side, stepping into bamboo in the wind. Hands over your belly, dominant hand underneath. Feeling the breath, feeling the movement through the nose, even if it's slightly blocked and purging like mine. Feel your chi, your life force in this now moment. Be at one with yourself, with me, with all, with the everything. And those that you are following me and my members, this is more relevant to them, but you're welcome to join us. Our words, our affirmation we've been working with. Say to yourself, I am worthy of infinite love and abundance. Breathe that into yourselves. And exhale in an inner knowing. Becoming a beacon, being a beacon of sovereignty, of confidence, of success, cellular balance, alignment, of happiness, joy, and expression of the selves in their highest state of being. And your desire, your mind, your direction, your purpose for being here, and that expression that works with the purpose of the all, of the everything. That desire You're deserving of that desire. You are here if you are in and aligned with your purpose. You will flow directly with that, with ease and flow. So if things are coming up and it's not flow, maybe it's not the right time, maybe something's off kilter, bring it back to this moment. Know and remember you are worthy. You're worthy of infinite love and abundance. Breathing that in this awareness for this day and the rest of this year. And not just for me, not just for you, all of us. All of us. So say out loud, I am, bringing that statement into 3D. I am worthy of infinite love and abundance. I am open and receptive to my highest trajectory and path. I walk it. I live it. I breathe it. Now breathe that in, bring the hands up. Open and receptive, feel that in the body. And bring it down. Feel it as if the sunlight is hitting that water of every cell in your body as you lower the hands. Slowly, slowly down. Feel as if you're washing, showering every particle in you. Now you can stop just here, or you can take that down to the earth if you feel called to. Coming down all the way to the ground in frog pose and just touching the ground with the fingertips if you can't get all the way. Just connecting with this earth. Thankful for the now moment, for this connection, for where you are sitting and standing, for the gravity that's holding you in its density so you don't float away. We want to ground that energy in. So feel that deep, now connecting visually in a visual of the earth, center of crystal caves, locking, rooting, like you're anchoring with those caves right now, with the minerals that are in your body and the minerals that are on this planet. Coming down further if you can to kneeling and sitting back on your haunches if it's comfortable. If you wish, you can come to cross-legged, whatever's comfortable. If you just want to sit on a chair, that's fine too. Just taking a moment now to connect with your higher awareness, your self, as I will express mine as a mirror. As I connect to my higher self, let the sounds just roll over you. Make a mental note of what comes up for you. What you're feeling, what you're thinking, or just be. That my death cat. Essa la 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 naia turushkuruku la 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 katarishka yuruku netatadia nia turushka ya hanaya turushko ehena nuru kura nia etaya ia Now you may receive wisdom, thoughts, in the form of thoughts and things that you want to do, you want to see. The universe is being very clear to me. I need to play more. The cat is insisting. I'm like, I want to play, Mum. Bringing joy. So to me, that's a reminder. Mum, you must play. Mum, play more. Have fun with family. So there might be sitting here, you might be thinking, oh, that back hurts a little bit. It's uncomfortable sitting like this. It's a reminder I need to align my body. I need to recenter this. You may be in a wonderful form of meditation, in which case I might have taken you out a little bit, but just holding this space, feeling that sacred connection with yourself, not with me, but with me, with you, with everything that is us and the whole of the universe, and the joy in the moment, and the fact the cat wants to play. Part of me my mind was going, ignore it, ignore it, ignore it. But no, actually, the light language connection is saying, no, this is the times that we do not ignore those calls. We don't ignore when we need the joy in our life, when we need to be with family, with friends. Go do that. There's a call for that at this sacred time. This is the time to listen to your instincts, what it is that you're telling you, and some that will be coming up and showing up in different ways, like the cat going, mum, 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 play, or your kids saying, can we do this? Or your partner saying, oh, it'd be nice to do this, wouldn't it? Oh, we never get to do that. Maybe this year we'll do that. What's to stop you? So thinking about this and bringing this awareness of what is being a feeling of lack, where is it that we desire that? Because our fears of not doing something, our fears show up our desires. If you don't know what you desire, look at what you fear. It's the opposite. So let's just bring back to the heart and bring back to the love, as it's the first, or as technically the first. It's the Gregorian first day of the year. So we can use this as a cycle, as a beginning, as many will do energetically in these now moments. But you can start anytime. You can start in August at the beginning of the cycled year, in other cycles. When you choose in your now moment in your day, it doesn't have to be, oh, I've missed my boat if I didn't start. If you're joining this and you're watching this in 6 months from now, you start when you're ready, when you are divinely ready. That will know, you'll know. It will be whenever you hear this. So I want you to, for a moment, and we're going to be doing this at 1:01, but just calling in the presence, or if the time is, I might have even gone into that. So I want to do this now for the collective, just with the first day, and this essentially first hour, just to send a little bit of love out to the universe, to feel this resonance and peace within us, and then expel that out around us, not just in our cells and our body firstly, but in the room that you're in those that you're with, in your household, and then extending that further to your communities, your neighbours, your countries, your continents, and then visualizing an image of the earth and the globe. And just spending a minute with me now, to do so. So just bring your hand on your heart and just breathe. Breathing in, breathing out. The world might be pulling you, but you can always afford 1 minute. So for the next 60 seconds, as I tone, I want you to just breathe in through your nose and out through your nose and just being present. Think of love, whatever evokes love for you, cuddling your cat, your kids, joy, sitting on a beach, swimming, walking the dog. Feel that emotion if you can. Resonate it around you in the colour of the rainbow, of white, of all the colours surrounding you, and push that out like an ink blot from the cells to the room, to the neighbours, to the community. And thank you. It'll go where it's need to on the earth. See it on the whole of the continents, and make it get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, so the earth becomes a star in your mind's eye, a speck of light, as you are moving deeper, deeper, deeper within you to the cosmos, the center point of our galaxy and beyond. And just hold there for a moment. And then come back to those crystal caves, those grounding, that energy. That's why we're sitting on the floor, connecting, grounding in now moment. Bring it back, bring it back. So coming back out of the heart, back to the body from the infinite within, reflecting that outwardly around us. In our bubble, we were creating, visualizing those figure of eights, that nucleus, that cell that is you. Bring your hands to your heart and take a breath. Rub the hands together, bring them up to the chin, and sweep that over you through touch, coming back to the now moment, rubbing all over the body, grounding you, and just tapping in. And you can open your eyes in your own time, just gently patting down the body. And again, and just gently tapping on the floor, bringing you back into the room. Just say 3, 2, 1, back in the room. Any of you watched that comedy show? Just take a moment, however long you need. Blessings for your day. Thank you for joining me. Love to you, your family, to this beautiful world we live in. Thank you for your time. I will see you tomorrow. I hope that you're feeling a sense of peace within yourself after that and grounded in the now moment. Thank you.